of the most popular items from that city. Songs like Are We Not Men, We Are Devo, and the hit single Whip It have snapped America awake. Devo pounds home an anti-message. They're anti-technology, anti-conformity, anti-consumer society. But today we're going to find out what Devo is for. Band members Jerry Casale and Mark Mothersbaugh are here with us on Nightwatch this morning. Welcome. Hiya, hiya, hiya.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Ohio.
That's your whole image, that you're against everything. And as we go on through the interview, we'll talk about...
Well, that's the image that was created.
Well, what about your image? You're really, I mean, with your technology and your lyrics, really out there with your image. Is that gimmickry, or is that what you're really about? Are you making a statement, or is this a marketing strategy?
We were merely doing what we did. It was autobiographical material. It was sincere, and our image was created by others, not by us. They assumed it had to be a gimmick or it had to be a marketing ploy because their own degree of kind of cynicism or pseudo-sophistication wouldn't allow them the idea that maybe we were doing this in some honest fashion. Okay,
now that's when it comes to your philosophy. What about your outfits? Certainly you guys were not wearing these when you met at Kent State.
No, we weren't.
Well, we couldn't find them anywhere. We had to make these.
I think that's got to be gimmickry. I mean, you did one album cover with like lampshades on your head, and you know.
Well, I mean, is the geodesic dome a gimmick?
Well,
it had to be created. We don't like what's around. We have to make something ourselves. I mean, you know.
Lampshades on your heads?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's no more of a gimmick than the Camel Man, you know, Mr. Natural.
Right. Well, that's a gimmick.
The guy that walks out on stage in his everyday clothes going, hey, you know.
I'm an everyday guy.
Hey, I was just working on my car a minute ago, and here I am on stage.
Just happened to be here. I'm going to play for you all.
Let's listen to one of the cuts from from your latest album and see if we can detect some gimmickry in it.
All right, we'll try hard.
No gimmickry.
No gimmickry there.
Nothing, not a tad.
A lot of very high-quality raster graphics, though, I have to.
Do you like that?
Yes, I have to.
What about the visuals and the message in that music? Everything that you write seems to be trying to get a basic philosophical point across.
Well, we'd like to take this opportunity to apologize for having content.
Yeah, it seems people don't like information.
No.
They like to eat the same thing over and over again.
I want you, baby. I want you. I want you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
Well, they must like something you're doing. You're selling bunches of records. We'll be back to talk about content and what it is that you do that's so popular.
The name Devo comes from de-evolution, the discredited theory that man evolved from apes and is now regressing.
Back now talking with two of the members of Devo. Where'd you get that name?
From de-evolution. It's a contraction from the word de-evolution.
Which is your basic philosophy. That's what motivates you, what really pulled you together and is behind a lot of your lyrics, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it a philosophy. I know people do, but it's just a term. Well, I think it's a sensibility. It's like observing the facts. It's a set of facts.
And the facts for you
are that the idea of progress and more is better and everything going in some linear fashion up and up and up just isn't true.
What's true?
It's got everybody in a lot of trouble.
What's true?
After observing life on planet Earth, we think things are winding down.
That's what's true, is that at best things go in cycles, and that energy winds down and things fall apart. And that there is regression periodically. And that if anything, history would teach you that stupidity usually wins out over wisdom.
Does that mean we're going back to the apes now?
Well, I wouldn't want to blame apes in this case. It could be that they're better off than us.
If we were lucky, we could go back to the apes, maybe.
Apes don't kill as many other apes as people kill people.
You seem to be so on everything. Are you basically optimistic in general about life?
I think, you know, that's a contemptuous kind of thing that always gets put on us, and it's good that it's good that you brought it up, because we hardly ever get a chance to respond to it. You know, like a lot of people unfairly make comments about us, and we have no recourse. You know, including lots of DJs around the country.
Now is your time.
Well, I mean, if a captain says the ship is sinking, people don't call him a pessimist if it is. You know, it's like that.
Say things really are bad,
You're just pointing them out.
Okay. Well, then it's easier to point out the problem than to come up with a solution. Have you taken
There's
it
no
that
doubt
far?
about that.
Have you taken it that far? I mean, do you have a world according to Devo that you'd like to see?
I think that's what we're doing. I think we're constantly creating a kind of an imaginative fiction that people can get into. We create characters, we create videos, we create scenarios.
Now, you are big video crats or video freaks or whatever. Actually, neither of those terms is probably accurate, but you're into video and have been for a long time. Aren't you supposed to try to use powerful images to get people's attention, to communicate something, your point of view? Isn't that what Devo is all about?
I feel a responsibility, and the rest of the group does exactly that, but we don't choose to exploit and pander to people's sentimentality or their fears. I mean, that's the difference between us and Madison Avenue. If somebody's got a real, like, dirt hang-up, you know, they show them an ad where a person with a white glove touches a table and finds dirt, and everybody acts totally uptight, like the Gestapo just walked in. And it works. But Devo is, like, debunking those myths all the time with their video.
But you're touching American society with a white glove and going, ick.
No, we're not. We're saying don't be uptight about dirt.
But that's not what you're really communicating that I hear.
You don't?
No, I hear you saying, hey, there's something rotten in Denmark here, fellas.
Yeah, and what is rotten is people's refusal to just get rid of the program, to quit being programmatic, to quit buying the rap, and opt for sanity.
Devo, thanks for being with us this morning on Nightwatch, a different kind of musical group. Devo.
Let's watch it tonight.
The future is here. The New York Jets' flight pattern to a big win over Detroit Monday night meant filling the skies with